How you doing? My name is Catching Seas, and I know what you're thinking. Catching Seas, why did you think the Smash 4 doesn't have a tier list? Well, it's because there isn't any tier list. Wait, still not convinced? Okay, let me give you my arguments into why there isn't any tier list in Super Smash Bros. 4. Now, before you say, hey, there is one, this is just a theory. This is just something that I want to talk about. These are just my opinions, and if you agree with me or not, that's completely up to you, but let me explain first. There's no really a consistent winner in Smash 4. This is why Smash 4 is really interesting, because we do not know who will be top 8. Unlike Melee, where we already know who's gonna be in top 8. We already know it. We just know it. The thing is, why Smash 4 is not consistent is because 1, fairly balanced cast, and 2, new tech still coming out. Like that Untechable from the Smash Beefy dudes. That is a new tech. That is a new mechanic that we actually did not know about for a long while actually. And it makes me wonder how much techs are there in Super Smash Bros. 4. Also, we discover new boss battles, such as Jade versus Trilla, when Jade defeated Trilla with Bowser Jr. We did not know she was a hidden boss. Also with Prince Ramen, I think it was his name. There's a lot of people that beats our top players out of nowhere. This is why back-to-back upsets happens in tournaments. Which brings me to my next point. When talking about upsets, when Prince Ramen went up against Zero, who do you thought would win? Zero, right? Yeah, well, when Prince Ramen won, we lost our minds. People were going crazy. This is because we're so used to Zero winning and being consistent, we automatically thought that Zero would win. But in Smash 4, this isn't the case at all. We don't really know who's going to win in any match. This is why upsets happens. But, I mean, upsets can be a good thing also, since we get to see all the hidden bosses, such as Jade or Ned from Smash and Splash. It's everywhere, and it's very entertaining. This is why Smash 4 is really fun to watch, because with a variety of characters plus balance, and people getting new techs and learning matchups, and also different style of play, we really do not know who's going to win, who's going to be the outcome of any match or any tournaments. Remember in CEO when Anti was losing to Sinoto, but then Anti switched Mario for Cloud and he won? He just swept him. That's counterpicking. I think Anti said once that counterpicking is the meta in Super Smash Bros. 4, and I personally agree with that. But the thing is, maybe in the future the meta will not be like this. Since there's new tech, as I said before, being discovered, the meta is constantly evolving. The meta wasn't like this a year ago, when the game came out. And we have underrated so many characters, and then they do well in tournament. Before Meta Knight was patched, people thought that Meta Knight was booty hole, but then we noticed how much Meta Knight can do and how scary it can do when it kill you offset Zero. We thought, hey, yeah, we underestimated Meta Knight so much. Just like Zero underestimated Prince Ramen. See what all makes sense? Because Zero went in the match banana-less, meaning he thought, you know, hey, maybe I can win this without banana, let me just swag out. No, my boy, what are you doing? Please don't underestimate anyone or any character. Fucking hell, an MLG, Nairo went with Dr. Mario and he won versus ESAM. Because Nairo knew that Dr. Mario can counterpick Pikachu so fucking hard. Or at least, you know, slightly. Now, one of the reasons that upset happens is because we underrate characters so bad. Okay, here's the thing. There are viable characters and non-viable characters. Let me give you an example. when Jade went versus Trilla, who do you thought would win? Trilla, right? Because Ryu is more viable, it's more viable than Bowser Jr. Tweak was one of the best Bowser Juniors ever, and he showed how much viable Bowser Jr. can be. Now, since he switched to Cloud, he got more results, and yes, Cloud would be a bit more viable than others, if that makes sense. When Kamimuchi went up versus Zero, we all thought Zero was gonna win because Mega Man, oh, it's a middle tier, it's like a low middle tier. Wrong. Mega Man can be viable, and it is viable. Kamimuchi fucking showed that on Evo. He got second at Evo. Also in MLG, which we talked earlier, there was a Wario in top 8, aka Reflex. There was a Ike in top 8, aka Rio, and these are all characters that people thought, hey, no, they're like middle tier. We don't fuck with them. Hey, hello, fucking wake up. They are fucking viable, and Mega Man is one of those characters. Now, it's true that a lot of characters are more viable than others because they have more tools and neutral and stuff. But the thing is, the majority of the cast are viable, except for probably Ganon and some other. But it is amazing how in America, Duck Hunt Dog is actually considered one of the worst characters in Super Smash Bros. While in Japan, he's like top 15 or some shit, which is actually amazing, and it shows how different it is from here and there, you know, because they probably thought, hey, Mega Man is actually a pretty good fucking character, and we actually saw that on Evo 2016. So in conclusion today, don't be surprised if there's a lot of upsets, because there's no consistency in Super Smash Bros. 4 because there are different winners in different majors, like Abadango winning Pound, Ally winning Evo, and Anti winning CEO. Then different top 8 that we did not expect, different variety of characters, upsets left and right because we underestimate other characters and other players. There are still a lot of hidden bosses out there that we still haven't discovered, and new tech waiting to be discovered. And the game grows as time passes. The meta will keep growing. It will not just be counterpicking, but maybe there are all to it. Maybe it's just counterpicking. But yeah, tell me what you guys thought of this video in the comment section below. This is just for fun, and actually this is just for fun and serious at the same time, if you know what I mean. It's just, you know, make people think. Like, theories are made for people to think. If you made it until the end, make sure to leave a like. It took me a week to make this video, so support is really appreciated. My name is Catching Seas, and I'll catch you guys in another freaking video.